Boy means nothing to me. Oh, I can't stand the wailing of women.
One word, and I hit you again.
I'm telling Mother!
With only 2 seasons left, Game of Thrones will certainly go down as one of the greatest television shows of all time. It owes much of its success to the dozens of perfectly crafted characters created by George R.R. Martin. Therefore, we decided to rank what we believe to be the top 10 characters. For this video, we aren't looking at just fan favorites, so you'll see many of the show's antagonists as well. We've based our ranking on characters who have been the most interesting to watch over the first 6 seasons. As always, spoiler alert for anyone who has not finished Season 6 of Game of Thrones. We start our list with the Mother of Dragons herself, Daenerys Targaryen. While it's true that Daenerys is often prone to stupid decision-making,
where are my dragons?
not to mention sounding pretty aloof at times.
Baratheon, Stark, Tyrell. They're all just spokes on a wheel. I'm going to break the wheel.
However, it's for moments like these that she makes our top 10. And trust me, she has plenty of them.
Valeria Munuengos Nuhis Isa. Novagedi! Axiosentas, mentiosentas! Kiloni pilos luevale tolviosenetas! Inini odrigatas! Urnei lue dolide prijatas! Dracarys.
He knows these things. You must listen to me, boy.
I'm a girl.
Boy, girl. You are a sword.
Taking the number 9 spot on our list is Arya Stark, the feisty daughter of Eddard and Catelyn Stark. We personally feel that Arya has the most interesting character arc of all the natural-born Stark children. From witnessing her father's death to training with Braavosi assassins, Arya has been on the path of revenge since Season 2, and we've loved every minute of it.
Something wrong with your leg, boy?
What do you mean?
Can you walk? I've got to carry you.
Carry me?
Find a little blade. Maybe I'll pick my teeth with it. You know who I am. I'm Arya Stark. Do you know who you are? You're no one. You're nothing.
Everyone, silence! There's been too much amusement here today. A royal wedding is not an amusement.
Number 8 on our list goes to King Joffrey Baratheon, or Lannister if you prefer. As someone who would rather spend his time torturing small animals than actually ruling the kingdom, Joffrey is one of the few characters universally despised by nearly every viewer. It definitely takes skill to create a character so despicable, so Joffrey easily goes down as one of the greatest characters on the show. Long may he reign.
Fine vintage. Shame that it spilled.
Did not spill. Treason shall never go unpunished. Sir Ilyn, bring me his head.
Sorry, Your Grace.
My deepest apologies.
Are you drunk?
No? No, Your Grace. I had 2 cups of wine.
2 cups? That's not much at all. Please, have another cup.
You sure, Your Grace?
Yes, to celebrate my name day. Have as much as you like.
I will be honored, Your Grace.
Sir Meryn, help Sir Donto celebrate my name day. See that he drinks his fill.
You can't!
What did you say? Did you say I can't?
I only meant it would be bad luck to kill a man on your name day.
What kind of stupid peasant superstition?
People everywhere have their differences. In some places, the highborn frown upon those of low birth. In other places, the rape and murder of women and children is considered distasteful.
Number 7. Oberyn Martell. Who knew that the mysterious prince from Dorne, who arrives 4 seasons into the show, would become such a fan favorite? The Viper, whose ultimate goal is to seek justice for the brutal murder of his sister and her children, immediately begins searching out ways to accomplish this.
I will be your champion.
In the end, he gave us one of the most entertaining and intense combat sequences on the show's history. Well, maybe until Hardhome.
Don't leave me alone in this world.
Never.
And do you know why I've come all the way to this stinking shit pile of a city? For you? Say it now and we can make this quick. Say it. You raped her? You murdered her? You killed her children.
He killed Lomi.
What the fuck's a Lomi?
Number 6. Sandor Clegane.
I understand that if any more words come pouring out your cunt mouth, I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in this room.
The Hound is definitely one of the most complex characters in the show, even though he would have you believe the contrary. After abandoning King's Landing, after the Battle of Blackwater, the younger Clegane brother really begins to shine. Although he would win almost any hand-to-hand combat he wanted, except apparently against Brienne of Tarth, the Hound is extremely afraid of fire, thanks to the nasty scars left by the mountain. However, the number one reason he is this high on the list is because of his interactions with Arya, whom he develops a closer bond with than even he had anticipated.
It'll only take a second. It won't hurt that much.
No fire!
Shut up about it. Shut up about everything. Thanks to you, I'm a walking bag of silver anywhere the Lannisters hold sway. Which is everywhere between where we are now and where we're going. I'm as stupid as that hog you stuck back in the village. Getting myself cut and stabbed and bitten. No reward's worth this much trouble. We should never laid eyes on you. You say your brother gave you that sword. My brother gave me this. It was just like you said a while back. Pressed me to the fire like I was a nice, juicy mutton chop.
Why?
Thought I stole one of his toys. I didn't steal it. I was just playing with it. pain was bad. The smell was worse. But the worst thing was that it was my brother who did it.
Now tell me, what is your name?
Ramsay Snow.
No, not Ramsay Snow. Open it. From this day until your last day, you are Ramsay Bolton, son of Roose Bolton, Warden of the North.
You honor me. I swear I will uphold your name and your tradition. I will be worthy of you, Father. I promise.
Number 5. Ramsay Bolton. Like Joffrey, Ramsay ends up on this list for being someone we love to hate. Ramsay is the other side of the coin from Jon Snow, who's one of the most morally pure characters since Ned Stark. It seems fitting and almost inevitable that these two characters would eventually cross blades, as fulfilled in Season 6, Episode 9.
I brought him back. He killed the others.
What? No, I didn't. You can't. Please stop.
Put him back where he belongs. Run to your brother. The sooner you make it to him, the sooner you get to see him again. That's it. That's the game. Easy. Ready? Go. No, you have to run, remember? Those are the rules.
Your Grace, I have traveled a long way.
You must be exhausted.
Put the pen down, dear. We both know you're not writing anything.
Ah, yes, the famously tart-tongued Queen of Thorns.
And the famous tart, Queen Cersei.
Number 4. The Queen of Thorns. Overlooked by many, Olenna Tyrell makes this list due to her sharp tongue and cunning intellect. It's a good thing for Tyrell fans that she returned to Highgarden before the end of Season 6, or we would have not only seen the loss of one of the major players in the game, but the complete destruction of House Tyrell.
Oh, you can smell the shit from 5 miles away. Well, why have we stopped? Go on! You've always been rather impressed with yourself, haven't you? Don't pretend to have any concern for my house, my grandchildren, or me. I should have known you'd return to the capital as soon as things started to go wrong.
I promise you.
I promise you, Lord Baelish, that our fates are joined. Together we murdered a king. If my house should fall, I will have nothing to hide. And if I should meet with some accident here at your broken little flesh market, they'll never even find what's left of you. Loras rots in a cell because of you. The High Sparrow rules this city because of you. Our two ancient houses face collapse because of you and your stupidity.
You're right. I made a terrible mistake. I carry it with me every single day.
Good.
I delivered an army of fanatics onto our doorstep. And now we must fight them together. We need each other.
I wonder if you're the worst person I've ever met. At a certain age, it's hard to recall. But the truly vile do stand out through the years. Do you remember the way you smirked at me when my grandson and granddaughter were dragged off to their cells? I do. I'll never forget it.
You love your granddaughter. I love my son. It's the only truth I know. We must defend them.
I'm leaving this wretched city as fast as I can before that shoeless zealot throws me into one of his cells. If you're half as bright as you think you are, you'll find a way out of here too.
Never. I'll never leave my son.
What'll you do then? You have no support? Not anymore. Your brother's gone. The High Sparrow saw to that. The rest of your family have abandoned you. The people despise you. You're surrounded by enemies, thousands of them. You're going to kill them all by yourself? You've lost Cersei. It's the only joy I could find in all this misery.
Now on to the top three. First we have Jon Targaryen, the supposed bastard of Eddard Stark. However, as fans correctly surmised, Jon Snow was in fact the son of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen, making him the true Song of Ice and Fire. With Jon's death, Game of Thrones proved that not only any character can die, but any character can come back to life.
Like a 100-year-old man slowly freezing to death.
I need your advice. There's something I want to do, something I have to do. But it'll divide the Night's Watch. Bitterly. Half the men will hate me the moment I give the order.
Half the men hate you already, Lord Commander. Do it.
But you don't know what it is.
That doesn't matter. You do. You will find little joy in your command, but with luck, you will find the strength to do what needs to be done. Kill the boy, Jon Snow. Winter is almost upon us. Kill the boy. And let the man be born.
For instance, when I thwarted your plan to give Sansa Stark to the Tyrells, if, I'm going to be honest, I did feel an unmistakable sense of enjoyment there.
But your confidant, the one who fed you information about my plans, the one you swore to protect, you didn't bring her any enjoyment. And she didn't bring me any enjoyment. She was a bad investment on my part.
I did what I did for the good of the realm.
The realm? Do you know what the realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agreed to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie.
But what do we have left once we abandon the lie? Chaos. A gaping pit waiting to swallow us all.
Chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder.
Number 2. Petyr Littlefinger Baelish. Many of you are undoubtedly surprised at Littlefinger being so high on the list. However, the more you pay attention to Baelish, the more you'll realize that he's basically manipulated everything that's happened over the last 6 seasons. He single-handedly started the War of the Five Kings by betraying Ned, trying to kill Bran, and telling Lysa Arryn to inform her sister that the Lannisters killed her husband. Through his schemes, he has pretty much acquired the Vale, the Riverland, and possibly the North with his control over Sansa in question.
Oh, my sweet wife. My sweet, silly wife. I have only loved one woman. Only one. My entire life. Your sister.
Before we get to our number 1 pick, let's take a look at some honorable mentions.
You all despise me, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, man without honor.
Then he turned to his pyromancer. Burn them all, he said. Burn them in their homes, burn them in their beds. Tell me if your precious Randy commanded you to kill your own father and stand by while thousands of men, women, and children burned alive, would you have done it? Would you have kept your oath then?
Lord Warley, enough! Let it end! Please. He is my son. My first son. Let him go, and I swear we will forget this.
Fire and blood.
Strip away the gold and the ornaments. Knock down the statues and the pillars. And this is what remains.
You will order her to let me go. I am the queen! I am the queen! Have you lost your mind? Let me go! Filthy asshole! How have you got it? I am the queen!
They haven't touched any food since Queen Daenerys left.
Daenerys is the Dragon Queen. Can't very well let the dragons starve, that's obvious.
If a dragon does not want to eat, how do you force him to eat?
Dragons do not do well in captivity.
How do you know this?
That's what I do. I drink, and I know things.
Number 1. Tyrion Lannister.
I wish to confess. I wish to confess.
You wish to confess?
I saved you. I saved this city and all your worthless lives. I should have let Stannis kill you all.
Tyrion! Do you wish to confess?
Yes, Father. I'm guilty. Guilty. Is that what you want to hear?
You admit you poisoned the king?
No. Of that I'm innocent. I'm guilty of a far more monstrous crime. I'm guilty of being a dwarf.
You are not on trial for being a dwarf.
Oh, yes I am. I've been on trial for that my entire life.
Have you nothing to say in your defense?
Nothing but this. I did not do it. I did not kill Joffrey, but I wish that I had. Watching your vicious bastard die gave me more relief than 1,000 lying whores. I wish I was the monster you think I am. I wish I had enough poison for the whole pack of you. I would gladly give my life to watch you all swallow it.
Samarin! Samarin, escort the prisoner back to his cell.
I will not give my life for Joffrey's murder, and I know I'll get no justice here, so I will let the gods decide my fate. I demand a trial by combat.
I know it was hard for you. You turned away a man who truly loves you because he would have been a liability in the Seven Kingdoms. That's the kind of self-sacrifice that makes for a good ruler, if it's any consolation.
It's not.
No, I suppose not. I'm terrible at consoling.
Yes, you really are.
All right. How about the fact that this is actually happening? You have your armies. You have your ships. You have your dragons. Everything you've ever wanted since you were old enough to want anything. It's all yours for the taking. Are you afraid? Good. You're in the great game now. And the great game is terrifying. The only people who aren't afraid of failure are madmen like your father.
Do you know what frightens me? I said farewell to a man who loves me. A man I thought I cared for. And I felt nothing. Just impatient to get on with it.
He wasn't the first to love you. And he won't be the last.
Well, you have completely failed to console me.
For what it's worth, I've been a cynic for as long as I can remember. Everyone's always asking me to believe in things. Family, gods, kings, myself. It was often tempting until I saw where belief got people. So I said no thank you to belief. And yet, here I am. I believe in you. It's embarrassing, really. I'd swear you're my sword, but I don't actually own a sword.
It's your counsel I need.
It's yours. Now and always.
Good. I had something made for you. I'm not sure if it's right. Tyrion Lannister. I name you Hand of the Queen.